Theater 4000. We've got a great night of improv, a great night of science. But first, we've been having a bit of a row backstage, trying to figure out which one of us is the smartest. I'm the most humble, so I accept that it's not me. But they've been fighting, so we've got to figure out which one of them is the smartest. And we're going to do that by playing a game we call categories. The way this works is I'm going to come to you, I'm going to ask you for a category, things like shoes or pasta or things like that. I'm going to point to a performer. They will say something in that category. But if they repeat, if they say something wrong, if they say something I just don't like, they're going to get a strike. If they do that again, they will get 2 strikes and they will be out of here. And we want them to really feel that, so let's practice that together. If they get a second strike, they are out of here. Beautiful, y'all did wonderful. Who's got my first category?
Denzel Washington movies. Things in an airport.
We'll start with Denzel Washington movies. We've got a bunch of experts.
Training Day.
John Q.
Remember the title.
The one on a train?
Yep.
Inside Man. There's one on a plane.
Malcolm X.
Deja vu. That's real. I saw.
Inside Man.
Nope.
Oh! Darwin gets 1 strike. Kind audience. Can I get another category?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Littlefoot.
Apatosaurus.
T-Rex. Brontosaurus.
Stegosaurus. Apatosaurus.
Strike for Tom! Sorry, not enough dinosaurs to go around. No one remembers the T-Rex. Another category.
1-syllable body parts.
1-syllable body parts.
Thumb.
Leg.
Teeth.
Head.
Ear.
Brain.
Nose.
Tongue.
Lip.
Ear.
I already had it! Wow, get a lot of repeats tonight. Another category.
Types of birds.
Types of birds. Birds.
Ostrich.
Warbler.
Pelican.
Northern Cassowary.
The North Island brown kiwi.
Chickadee.
Penguin.
Blue-footed booby.
Northern Cardinal. Eastern Bluebird. Mountain Bluebird.
Blueberry in your backyard.
No! Hey. Another category.
Elements of the periodic table.
Seafaring vessels. Yeah.
Seafaring vessels.
Rowboat.
Yep.
Titanic.
Boat. Yep.
Nuclear submarine.
Yep.
Kayak.
Non-nuclear submarine.
And the boat that the guys with the crabs do it. Yeah. The boat with the looking for the squid.
Pirate ship.
A canoe.
A space shuttle, because space is technically under international law. It's maritime law.
Sea fishing vessel. And a kayak.
Strike for Lindsay. Anyone got a strike?
Who's
Another
cooking my
category.
animals?
What's that? Fast food restaurants. Fast food restaurants.
Arby's.
McDonald's.
Yep.
Hardee's.
Burger King.
Wendy's.
Long John Silver's.
Carl's Jr.
The Bell.
Chick-fil-A.
Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm thinking Arby's, but somebody already.
Oh! Hey, good! Out of here! Sorry, Paige, you're not the smartest. Another category.
Queens of England.
The Queens of England. See who knows our history.
Lady Jane Grey.
Elizabeth I.
Elizabeth II.
Victoria.
Victoria II.
Mary Queen of Scots.
Anne. Mary.
Patricia.
I was going to let it slide, but no, Darwin is out of here! Not enough. Trevor, somebody over here have one?
Things you hear in grad school.
Things you hear in grad school.
How many papers have you published? Why aren't you graduated yet? Who are you going to put in your thesis committee?
Do better.
The name Albert Einstein.
Good job.
Terrible job. What the fuck are you thinking?
No, we're supportive in here. Tom is
yellow card. Technically all boys.
All right.
Westlife. LFO. Oh no.
No, Lindsay is out of here. James is the winner and is the smartest one today. Except he's not because we have a scientist.
Alright, so James might be the smartest here, but we got some real smart people out there. And tonight, our guest speaker, Meg Morgan, is one of them. She is the Senior Manager of Urban Forestry Programs at Groundwork USA, which is a nonprofit that helps organize local communities to plant trees and help change the environment and really promote environmental justice and a fair, urban canopy for everybody. And she actually has a lot of history in planting trees around Nashville, so chances are you've been to somebody's house that has had a tree planted by one of the wards that she has worked for. So without further ado, Meg Morgan.
Scientist coming through. Hey y'all, I'm Meg. Thanks for the great introduction, Darwin. Like a true scientist, I also have slides, but I will be quick here. So my name's Meg. I'm technically also a certified arborist, but I do call myself more of an urban forester, but I won't get into the distinction there. We'll also respond just fine to tree lady, if you want to say that. That is been called worse. So I want to start by talking about why trees are important and then why to care about tree biology. And I want to center this by having you imagine yourself, put yourself in two different neighborhoods that I'm about to show you. This is neighborhood A. Imagine what it would feel like to be in this neighborhood if it was a July or August afternoon, hot afternoon. What would it feel like in a rainstorm? What would that street look like? Would you be wanting to walk on that sidewalk versus neighborhood B? This is actually Nashville. That first one is not. I didn't want to throw too much shade. What would this neighborhood feel like in that summer? Again, right? Kind of put yourself there. Where would you rather be? Where would you rather be outside, walking on that sidewalk, playing with your kid? I don't know, grandkid. I didn't see everybody's ages. Dog. What would this look like in a rain event, right? And where would you rather live? What air would you rather breathe, right? There's a right answer. It's neighborhood B. And it's because, as you all already know, all of these different benefits that trees give us. So they really do provide so much for us as people. Kind of the obvious ones we all know, that clean air, they keep us cool in the summertime, good for our mental health. They're also, of course, really good for the health of the environment. We need them for stormwater management. We need them to prevent soil erosion. We need them to have habitat for wildlife, too. And of course, the health of our environment and our own health as people is kind of one and the same also, right? Because we are part of the ecosystem, we are part of that ecology as well. So that's why you should care. Hope to turn you all into tree huggers by the end of this. But this is about tree biology specifically. And we're gonna start kind of below, we're gonna go underground, and then we're gonna work our way up. But we're gonna start underneath. Oh no, it didn't do the graphic. The X was going to come in later, but now you know the punchline. But this is how you typically see a root structure portrayed. You would kind of see it as a mirror image. You'd see that tree like this, and then kind of flipped on its axis, the roots underneath. That's very pretty and symmetrical, but it's actually not at all how roots are structured. They are actually a lot more like this. So they're significantly wider than they are deep. Some roots will go down deep, but the vast majority of them are going outwards this way. It was described to me, you can kind of picture it like a wine glass on top of a pancake, and the pancake is your root structure. In that pancake, it's going to be like the top 1.5 feet of soil. It's where 90% of the tree's roots actually are. And they'll go as wide as even 3 times as wide the extent of that canopy. So they'll go significantly wider than deep. Okay, cool. Now I know. Myth busted. Why do we care about this? What are they doing way the fuck out there? They are anchoring the tree. This isn't physics, but it's much stronger for a tree in a windstorm or weather event to have those roots go wide than deep, so it kind of helps keep it anchored. They're also, of course, what you would expect. They're absorbing water. They're absorbing nutrients. They absorb tens of gallons of water, sometimes even upwards of 100 gallons of water every single day, kind of depending on the size of that tree. So there's a lot going on underneath that we never even see or know about because it's all happening underground. So again, why care about this? Like, okay, they're wide, they're keeping it strong, they're absorbing all that water, why care? knowing that the roots are structured like this can help you plant the right tree in the right place. And it also can help you plant it correctly because those roots grow near the surface. They also need oxygen. So you don't want to plant it too deep. That's actually a really common mistake of newly planted trees. So moving up, we've got our roots, and then moving up, the next part I wanted to talk about is called the root flare. This is kind of what it looks like and sounds like. It's really the transition point between the roots and the trunk. If my index finger is the trunk and my thumb is the roots, the kind of webbing in between is the root flare. It's kind of that transition zone. Also, looks super cool. I know. So we care about this because it is kind of guiding that water where it needs to go. It's also ensuring that when it is kind of at that top, very surface level of the soil, that those roots are also getting oxygen like they need. So I'm going to leave you for this first section with a rather graphic image. So forgive me for this tragedy that I have to show you, but that is kind of a what not to do because of now what we know about tree roots. You don't want to do this mulch volcano, y'all, where you're smothering the tree roots because they're near the surface, they need oxygen, and that root flare is a really important transition point. If that's covered up, the roots can grow in a circle, they'll girdle the tree, bad news in the long-term health of the tree. What we want to do instead is more of a donut shaped like this that's funneling the water where it needs to go. It's keeping that root flare free. So we talked about wine, pancakes, donuts. I'll leave you there, and then coming up here in a little bit, we'll talk about the superhighway of water and nutrients and a little bit of chemistry, but I'll leave it there.
Thank you so much to Meg. Our first game that we're going to play is something called Building Blocks. So in this, we will have all of our participants, excluding me, start a game where they will have one person in a scene, and gradually we will stack blocks on top of it, so then there will be 2 people in a scene, and then 3 people in a scene, and then 4 people in a scene, and then 5. And then much like somebody chopping down a tree, we will start and chop 1, and then we'll have 4 blocks, and then we'll have 3 blocks, and then we'll have 2 blocks, and then we'll have a single block, and then we'll block out the scene. Can I get a word, any word at all? Donut. Donut. Your suggestion is donut.
Your research is deep, but it's not wide enough.
I don't know how to go wide. I can only go down. I can dig and I can dig and I can dig.
I know, but you can only go so far if you only seek that which is, beyond our knowledge. We gotta scratch the surface. You gotta be more of a jack of all trades.
What a lovely habitat we have.
I remember back when we were outside the habitat. I miss the open plains.
How are you flying without flapping?
I'm perched. You can see the trees.
Oh, so much easier.
Remember when there were trees everywhere? Before the humans came?
Okay, so it looks like you're gonna need to be a little faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nailed it. Okay, now I'm gonna need you guys to do this.
And this is our first dance?
Yes, this is your audition. Do you want to be a star like this one over here, or do you want to be not a star?
Freeze! Red Rover, send Paige right on over.
Are you guys gonna let him do this?
Yeah.
He said the rhyme, there's no choice.
We're not gonna let you go. You live with that family now.
I'll never forget you.
Yeah. Go and be free.
You didn't even try that hard.
I didn't really like them very much. They're kind of mean. They make me eat fruit for dinner.
They got fruit for dinner? Hell yeah! I love you guys. Let's go eat some fruit.
I'm really sorry.
We didn't make it?
Well, one of you made it. Are you gonna let them know which one made it?
We're dying to know.
It was the one with the tappiest of toes. This one.
This sucks this up,
I'm
bro.
so sorry,
That's
but
so unfair.
I'm gonna go get your costume and you can try it on really quick.
Look, I found a little branch. You can still perch on it. If we share. Very careful.
Get in here.
All right, who's gonna lay their eggs first?
I don't like this life. I like the bigger trees.
We all like the bigger trees.
I'm gonna fly south to where there's more trees.
You're gonna hit the wall.
Look, this is what happens when you research our professor is dead. You scared him.
I'll dig a deeper hole. Big enough for two.
I wasn't here.
No, this doesn't make sense either. This donut's weird. I'm just gonna go get a bagel.
Hit scene.
Awesome. Now the next game we have for you all is called Tree of Wisdom. Yes, it's very whimsical. So in this game we have two performers and they're going to attempt to have a scene with each other. But isn't it hard to have a conversation sometimes? Don't you wish you could have someone just fill in the right words for you? Well, lucky for us, we have a tree expert who's going to come on stage and fill in the words as needed. So Meg, wearing green is going to be our tree of wisdom. So what's happening in this scene with Paige and James, at any point they're going to go to Meg and she needs to give them a line. Like for example, I might be like, I'm so hungry I could eat a
Beaver?
beaver.
I've never done this
Our job is to make that work in reality. It's not Meg's job to be funny, grammatically correct, or really anything at all. You just need to say what's ever on your mind at any appropriate time. You feel prepared for that?
No way.
And that's why she is the tree of wisdom. Now to get things started for Paige and James, all I need is a location that could fit on this stage.
Smoothie cafe.
Oh, I like bog, but I also heard smoothie cafe. So let's do a bog in Louisiana where you can really kind of see a smoothie cafe in the distance. Whenever you're ready, begin. Honey, I told you we'd blow out the tire if we drove in the bayou.
I thought it would be adventurous, hardly see anything, what's out there, something fun to spice up the marriage, Because lately I've been feeling little
Like, I need a martini.
I need a martini every night, and my doctor said that I probably didn't need it, and I know that I already have 3, and that's my limit, but I can't drink a 4th martini anymore.
So, let me get this straight. We drove from Des Moines, Iowa,
Yeah.
to the bayous of Lafayette Parish in Louisiana because you can't have a 4th martini.
Correct. I figured if we were in the car, I might have to drive, so I just didn't want to risk it,
So instead of having a normal conversation as adults, you wanted us to take a road trip to Lafayette Parish, Louisiana, to this bog and to that smoothie cafe? Are you
Going to acknowledge the extreme weather event headed our way.
acknowledge the extreme weather that headed our way? You chose to jeopardize not only us, honey, but our 2 kids, Jack and Diane, in the back seat, who are just watching their mom and dad have a meltdown in the bayous of Lafayette Parish, Louisiana.
4 martinis, yes, that's exactly what it was. And I don't regret a single thing. And I'm not ashamed. I think that they need to get out here and be more, also adventurous. Instead of seeing Mom drink 3 martinis, because sometimes I just can't.
Find the orange juice.
I just can't find the orange juice, and I figured a martini was too much, but a screwdriver would be okay. But I couldn't find the orange juice. What?
I drank the orange juice.
They are watching us. They are learning from this. They're learning from this.
You're right.
I did have a question about this. Could you explain
What we're doing here.
what we're doing? I'm very lost.
So, thanks, Jack. Well, son, your mom decided that she wanted to take a little trip, and
A quick trip, for adventure. I thought we would have a good time, see some
Haircuts
cool
happening.
In Des Moines, Iowa, they have really bad haircuts, so I thought maybe you could get some inspiration.
Last time I got a haircut, the kids at school said,
Eee.
said E.
Like the letter E.
Yeah. Not a good choice.
but
It's kind of your fault for letting me do this.
your mom decided, Lafayette Parish, Louisiana, during a hurricane that is a category
100.
that is bearing down on the Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of America.
Not now, Tree of Wisdom.
I don't think you're ready to give it a shot.
Wait,
Your dad needs a martini right now.
are we talking shots? Oh, I got some in the trunk.
Can we have some?
You know what, kids? Go ahead. Your mom
Hell yeah!
Your mom thinks you're ready for
Branching out.
branching out, and you know what? Cheers to the end of the motherfucking world.
I didn't have orange juice, but this should do just fine.
I just want to say,
You're welcome.
you're welcome.
I just want to say,
And I just want to say,
Congratulations.
congratulations for having the best mother with the coolest hairdo around.
cheers!
And see.
All right, our next game is a game that we call 3, 5, 7, 9. Much like a tree has rings to tell you how old it is, we're going to limit how many rings our players can say. It's how many words they can say in each time they talk. So for Tom, can I get a number between 1 and 4? 2. 2. Excellent. 2. For Lindsay, can I get a number between 3 and 7? 6. 6 first. For Darwin, can I get a number between 5 and 9? 9. And for James, can I get a number between 10 and 20?
20.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Great, let's recap those numbers real quick. We have
2 words.
6.
9.
20.
Every time they talk in this scene, they have to say exactly that many words. No more, no less. No shit is right. To get them going, can I get a suggestion of a location that 4 people might all meet up at? Like the roller rink or a coffee shop or the Alamo. We remember that. The Alamo is your suggestion. Take it away.
Don't forget.
Davy Crockett, I'm sure you have a lot to say.
Listen, you all can go to hell and I will go to Texas is what Davy Crockett said in 1854.
Okay, but how are we going to fight?
We don't have to fight at the Alamo because this battle was fought in the Mexican-American War in the...
History. And once.
Me too.
To act like it's still then.
I just want a really authentic experience
it would be a colossal land grab by Texas and the United States.
Calm down.
You are telling me, a respected professor of the Alamo, to calm down when I don't want to very much.
Yeah, dude.
He's just very passionate about his field of study.
Tommy, I brought tacos like you.
Forget the battle, just tell me about tacos.
There are many schools of thought when it comes to tacos. Some believe California. They are wrong. It is Texas.
Feed me.
Hey guys, want a taco? Yeah?
Are these authentic tacos from the taqueria down the calle, which is the Spanish word for street I remember sometimes? The Bell, the motherfucking Taco Bell, is where you got your authentic tacos in San Antonio? You fucking morons!
I was trying to remember what the heck game came next because I was leaving it. You know, whatever. Okay, for this next one, we are going to do like any really world-renowned, creative, and plagiarized. So to do that, we need your help, and these two actors on the stage are going to be playing the part, so we don't want them to hear their lines yet. So we're going to just go on ahead and send them out of the room. So when I count to three, everyone's just going to say, "Get out of here." So ready? 1, 2, 3.
Get out of here!
Later. Everybody give them a clap. Okay. I have two scribes here. They're going to write down every line that they're going to need. Okay, so to get us some suggestions here, I need a movie line, like something like
You had me at hello.
You had me at hello. Yes, that's one page. You got that? Oh, Darwin is. All right.
You can't handle.
You can't handle the truth. One more.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
I didn't hear either of those.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
Sugar, honey, iced tea. Darwin. All right. Let's do a song lyric, like "Hit Me, Baby" one more time, like just a little snippet of a lyric.
Bumba.
Mbop.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Pour some sugar on it.
like everybody's a sexy baby. I feel like everybody's a sexy baby, and I also heard "pour some sugar on me." You got the sexy baby, you got pour some? No, pour some sugar on me. Okay.
I was working on spelling matata.
Oh, that's for our actors to figure out. No worries there. Okay. Something that maybe you like heard today or this week, like overheard in a conversation. Something interesting.
I have the flu.
I have a flu. Oh no.
It's a virtual meeting.
Everyone's like,
I'm
Your
loaded.
funds are frozen.
I'm bloated. That's great. I'm sorry, you said what?
Your funds are frozen.
Your funds are frozen. Your funds? Funds. Oh, funds. You got your funds? You know, maybe both. We'll see what happens.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Yes, we hear that all the time. Okay, thank you for that. Now, we've got a lot of words here. Let's give them something to do. So we're going to do an action like a jumping jack.
Shake that ass.
Okay, so ass shake. Okay, now we're going to tie an emotion to this that doesn't like necessarily make sense.
Angry.
Mysterious.
An emotion I heard
Resentful.
a resentful ass shake.
Classic.
Classic. You got that?
Yep.
Okay. I need another action.
Macarena.
Macarena. The Macarena.
Yes, we all know how that smells.
Somber Macarena. And a somber Macarena. Yes, very, very somber Macarena. Let's do two more actions.
Tiptoeing.
aggressive forehead kiss. Darwin's got that. Okay, one more.
Salute.
A salute, lovely. And what's a motion that you wouldn't tie to?
Silly.
A silly salute. Okay. It's not an emotion, but I like it. Okay. So now we've got all of the papers on here. So we're gonna go ahead and call back in our actors on 3, and we're just gonna say, get back in here. 1, 2, 3. Get back in here! So many scraps. Okay, so to get them started, let's do a relationship like mother-daughter. Brothers. Okay, your suggestion is brothers. Take it away.
Dude, don't steal my star.
Get good.
Fine.
Did you even read the manual, dude? You know it says sugar, honey, iced tea. You gotta get those items in order to get the star back.
They keep adding all these things. I just want to roll the dice. I remember back when we were in 3rd grade, all you had to do was bop.
Yeah, and the brain damage is still a problem.
Are you making fun of me just because I didn't go to college like you did, bro? No, but we were past that.
I'm not making fun of you, I'm just stating an obvious fact. It's like why you're losing at Mario Party right now.
Bro, come on. We were past that. I thought we were at the point where we could say, I feel like everybody is a sexy baby.
No. We can't just... Look, I'm back from college, we got off on the wrong foot, you know. I mean, you had me at hello. And just... that competitive spirit comes back in, and I have to win, you know?
You always won, but like Mario Party doesn't matter. It's just like when we all like hang out at the table and we just like kind of like tell our feelings, you know? And like get into like the dancing. You remember those things? Our interpretive dancing where we open up?
It hasn't been the same since Mom passed.
Don't you remember at her funeral when we all like just got up?
Yeah, I know, but, you know, Hakuna Matata, right? Life goes on, and I gotta let these angry feelings go.
You're my closest relative yet, man. And it's about time I told you. Katie's pregnant.
Jesus.
On purpose.
How far along?
34 weeks.
And you didn't tell me till now?
Just got back from college. I want to do it in person, and I can't afford the cab fare out there.
I'm bloated. I'm your wife. I'm pregnant, and I didn't bother to tell my brother. We have cell phones, man.
I want it to be like a moment together, you know? Like your funds are frozen.
That's why I'm back here. My college loans got canceled. Yes, I know.
And like, I think it's the perfect time now that you're back here. I want you to be the baby's godfather too.
You're on mute. Weird being home with nobody around.
We're gonna name the baby Jeff after you.
Okay, you're unmuted. Thank you. Yeah.
You mean a lot to me, and so I want to do in person. I really just want to say to you, I have the flu.
Have my shots. It'll be fine. But yeah, if I ever had a kid, you know what I would name them? Pour some sugar on me. All one word.
Dude, we were so can still pour some sugar on the baby together when you feed them.
Is that safe?
I don't know, I need to read some books.
Never read the Mario Kart manual.
Dude, we can get a third controller and play with baby. It'll just be like, you can't handle the truth.
You're gonna bring the baby into this?
And she can appreciate our dance moves to convey emotion. Because that's how men of the 21st century communicate. And damn, if my baby will not communicate, it's a boy by the way.
You said daughter a second ago.
I know. But I did say I was going to name her Jeff. Oh, now I'm switching again. You know what? Gender's a social construct.
Fair? Fair. Although I did hear, heard a lot of things today. I just want you to know something. They're fucking listening right here, right?
Awesome. We have reached the halfway point of our show. This is what is known as intermission for all those folks in the theater business. So it's a perfect time for you to go to the bar, get a drink, go to the bathroom, high-five your friends about how great the show it is. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Come out and then hear some more science and more comedy.
I'm sailing through the spaces. I'm pulling off the cylinder, erasing all my traces. I'm fixing it up.
All right, we're gonna do some long-form improv for you all in a little bit. And long-form improv is basically we're gonna do a series of scenes, and you're gonna see them how they're gonna be connected with different characters, different themes, different ideas. But first, to get some of those ideas, we're gonna bring back our expert speaker, Meg Morgan.
Okay, all right, here goes. All right, we're back. Okay, so we're moving back on up. Talk about roots, talk about the root flare. So next up is the trunk. And this is a diagram of kind of an intersection of the trunk. So what's going on the inside there? There's a lot of words, there's a whole lot on this diagram. But really the important part to know about it is it's basically like the vascular system of the tree. There's a whole lot going up. There's also things coming down in that tree too. So in that vascular system, we talked about the roots soaking up tens of gallons, sometimes even hundreds of gallons of water. That's being sent up through this vascular system, kind of mostly through the middle, which is also called the heartwood of the tree, which is very cute. And then also there are nutrients coming down from the leaves. So all the trunk is just kind of there. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on, but there is a lot of movement happening that we can't see going on up and down in this tree. And just a couple pieces of that I wanted to highlight or call out. They're also very fun words, is the xylem and the phloem. So in the xylem, which is kind of more on the inner part of the trunk, this is that very soft heartwood where the water is being pulled upwards. So it's like, I think it's cool, I'm biased, but it's basically like defying gravity all the time. Like water is moving upwards, like what? Like that is wild. We'll get into how that's possible a little bit, but that's happening in the xylem. The phloem is a little bit more towards the edges of that trunk and outside, closer to the bark, and that is where sugars and nutrients are moving downwards. So there's this kind of like constant motion. It's what I call like a superhighway, or if we're trying to get rid of car brain, we can call it like the train tracks or something like that, but there's just like a lot happening in that inner part. Our moneymaker here, what we all know and love about trees, what we all learned in middle school, of course, is the photosynthesis part of this, right? Kind of the magical component, the fact that trees can create their own food out of sunlight and water, carbon dioxide, just by being there. Pretty freaking cool. And also what we get out of it, of course, what we all remember from elementary school days is that we get that water coming out of it. So, leaving you with another kind of a graphic image here. Any thoughts on what this is? I don't know if I want to know, actually. things you can see under a microscope, typically on the underside of your leaves, and this is where they're both like soaking in what they need, but also when all that water is being pulled up from the roots through the trunk, the tree actually doesn't use 90% of that water, sometimes even 95% of that water. It soaks up all of it, keeps what it needs, kind of holds on to a little bit of a reserve, but it also releases the vast majority of that through these stomata in the form of water vapor. So this is called evapotranspiration, and it is also what keeps us cool. So it's not just the shade of trees that is kind of helpful in lowering temperatures, it's also this effect of evapotranspiration. These stomata on the bottom of the leaves also kind of acts like a pressure valve, so it's kind of what helps pull that water up in defying gravity. Another like rather tragic series of photos here that I show you, not to horrify you, although you should be horrified now because you know why these are so horrifying, because of some of the basics of tree biology. We've got our mulch volcano at the top, which we don't want because those roots are near the surface. They need oxygen. We don't want to smother that root flare because we don't want those roots growing in a circle. So we're not going to do that volcano mulch. That's a picture of a topped tree. That is that practice of all of the tips of the branches being cut off. Pruning is okay. Structural pruning is okay. But if you top the whole thing, you're getting rid of its food source, getting rid of the leaves. Only going to be weaker in the long run, and it kind of messes up this whole system. You really need all of the parts to function to have a healthy tree. We also want to be really careful of weed whackers or lawn mowers injuring that root flare or that trunk, because that's our superhighway. We don't want to mess up the kind of traffic flow of water and nutrients coming up and down. That's another really common way that trees can be harmed and die in the long term, so we don't want to see that. So if you kind of remember anything from this, it's really that there is a lot going on that we don't even see, especially underground. The vast majority of trees kind of in their maturity as they get older, problems that come up are because of things going on underground with our roots. So if we plant them correctly, right tree, right place, we can prevent a lot of that, and also there's just a lot going on with those roots. They're kind of working hard all the time, even in winter. Trees also have really active inner lives. There's a lot of movement happening, even though it looks like they are just standing there. And again, this is science, but also there's a little bit of magic with trees too.
I don't want to show you these pictures, but they're pretty damning.
Show me.
You can see he's all blue in the mouth.
It's because he's dead. Show me the next one.
This one is, I just kept this one in here because it's fun, you know. I gotta break up, there's just too many dead bodies, you know, in the coroner's office, so break up, this is just a fun one. We can still look at it.
Think this is fun, a decapitated body?
Well, you know, it's different from the other ones, you know. The other ones just have like heart attacks and like exploring stuff.
Show me another one.
Okay, all right. I don't know why this picture's taking a while to load.
I told you to upgrade the MacBook.
Yeah, this one, it was really tragic. It was, believe it or not, a bird strike.
A bird strike.
Yeah, just, her parrot just like went right into her head and gave her a concussion.
I'm noticing this one might be an animated GIF. Hit play on it. Okay, that one was kind of funny. Like,
Well, you gonna get a weed whacker? We gotta stop the traffic. There's too much traffic in our neighborhood. This is the only way to stop it.
Hey, you want me to like go in the street and like wave it at cars?
You just have
Get out of here, you cars!
That'll work. Yeah, great.
Alright, next time I see a car, I'm gonna fucking scare him.
That's right. This is my prodigy, son. These cars. Why are there no cars today? All I wanted to do was scare a car with a weed whacker.
Oh, there's a car. Hey, you car! Hey, I got weed whacker. Get the fuck out.
you think you're good at scaring cars, do you?
Good. This is why I signed up for Car Scaring 101.
You know nothing about scaring cars.
That's why I'm here.
Good. Normally, kids come in with way more ego than this. This is fantastic.
I've scared one car my whole life. My mom sent me to college. I signed up for your class because I wanted to see you in action.
Watch and learn. Ready? Get the fuck out of here! Go! Get the fuck out of here right now, or I kick you in your teeth. Now you see how I established dominance by getting right in front of the car?
Yeah, I'm afraid he was going to hit you.
No, because the minute you're there, I said no. I said nuh-uh. Bad car. Get. Go on. Get. You gotta be forceful. They'll try to pull that bullshit on you.
Have you ever had a car do that for a third time? Trying to test
Sometimes you gotta get physical with the car.
I'm Root Flair, and I'm the baddest arborist in this entire gymnasium.
We're twins.
Are you urban foresters or what? You gonna tag team? Root Flair?
She's Xylem and I'm Flowo.
I can defy gravity, bitch.
I can't defy gravity.
Yeah, that's so tough now, huh?
I legitimately don't know what I'm feeling right now. Root Flair is confused.
Have a seat. So,
Yes, Mr. McMahon.
I'm not getting the root flare. It's a little derivative.
I thought we liked derivative.
I'm trying to take the WWE into a new direction with WW Tree.
Go on.
Well, just everyone's doing tree puns now, and I get yours, but again, it's just a derivative of Ric Flair. Phloem, Xylem, their new thing, they're like up and down.
They literally just did a squiggly motion. I would have kicked their asses if the script had allowed me.
People love squigglies. Okay?
They love those
The
little
market
car things? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what they were giving me out there.
Okay.
Until she kissed my forehead, and then I felt things.
What did you feel? You want to talk
Like
about it? Sorry.
Root Flair's dad never
Yeah?
said I love you to Root Flair. In that moment, in that ring, I heard the bell of tenderness. And it fucked with me, Mr. McMahon. It fucked with me.
I like this part. Like, this is good. The audience will love this.
I'm not doing this out there for them. This is me. This is my life.
You're doing it out there. I'm doing you.
All right, students, it's time to inspect your mulch organization. All right, Miss Princess. What do you have here?
I have a nice big mound around my tree. I think it kind of looks like a volcano.
Perfect. And what do you have, Dexter?
I'm just throwing mulch.
Love it. What about you, Genevieve?
Well, I've been pouring bottles of wine on my
Oh, love it.
tree to,
Trees
like,
need water.
keep the wine.
All right, what about you, Poindexter?
Well, I was gonna say a volcano, but she already did that, and she's better than.
You're doing a fucking donut?
That's
Yeah.
never gonna work.
It's never gonna work, man.
Wow, you're gonna need some wine with that, damn it.
It's a Krispy Kreme donut.
What, do you think you could have come into this class and just be the next tree expert? Some Johnny Appleseed, but for trees?
Yeah.
We all know apples grow from the ground.
Yeah, it's Appleseed, yeah. Right?
Yeah, so what are you gonna do? Tell us your big plan, big boy.
I was gonna like pick, like a cool, learn about some plants, pick a cool plant pun, and then become a wrestler.
All right, let's hear some plant puns then.
50 Shades of Grey.
That's a tree.
That was good.
Yeah, shades. All right,
Oh, shades.
let's hear
Shades,
4
shades.
more.
The root of all your problems.
Okay.
Dang, tough crowd.
All right, I need at least 3 more.
Go,
Pass this class.
go with the flow. Transfer vapor inspiration.
Now hit us with your best one yet, and then you might be able to go from this class straight to the WWE.
Hakuna Stomata.
You're a wrestler in here? Vince McMahon.
This is Hakuna Stomata. I have holes in my hands and I open it.
This whole time?
Yeah, I got holes in my. I want to fight Root Flair.
Oh, I want to see that.
I want to see that. Cut to that.
In this corner, weighing in at 210 pounds. He's got holes in his hands and he's ready to get down. It's Hakuna Stigmata! And in the other corner, weighing at 209 pounds. He's wide, he's not deep, and he's got a lot of family trauma. Give it up for Root Flair! All right, boys, we want a clean fight. Have at it.
I just want to give you a hug, Mr. Root Flair. You're my favorite.
Oh my God. What is this feeling?
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
Did I just win my emotional damage?
Winner! Yeah, so doctor said I probably need to lose some weight, so I've been doing this tree exercises.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna breathe water out.
You're just gonna breathe water out?
Yeah, trees can do it. Why can't I?
Biology.
Explain.
Well, we're not trees, we're humans. So we can take water in, but we can't expel water unless you were just kind of like holding it in your mouth for like all of eternity.
We definitely expel water in multiple ways.
Not in any single way.
I knew you were a fucking alien. You don't know about pee.
Pee?
Yeah.
I know everything about pee.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Explain it.
Dogs do it.
What about humans?
Definitely not.
Sounds awfully something like a tree would say.
Don't come near me, I'm the superior species.
I knew you were a goddamn tree. God, how deep is your root system? How deep have you infiltrated our planet?
My roots are so deep, they're deeper than any other tree you've ever seen.
But that's actually bad for you. Did you not get the memo that you're supposed to grow wide and not deep? Like, it becomes really a problem when all the water goes down there, and suddenly you're sucking all that water up through your xylem, and then you have too much water, and then it expresses through you, just as when that Category 100 hurricane that's coming through, and it's gonna knock your ass down.
Shush, Tree of Wisdom.
There's a 100 category storm coming?
Yeah.
Joke's on you, that's what the deep roots are for. I'm not going anywhere.
Wind! More wind!
Told ya.
A car.
Damn, these deep roots are really working.
You hurt my root flare.
Wait, that's the answer. Root flare!
You said I was done, Mr. McMahon. You said I had fulfilled everything in my contract.
I lied. Not surprising.
What do you want now?
Take down this tree.
All right, I need an introduction. I need it to be built up here.
In my bedroom. For the first time ever. Weighing in at 213 pounds. He's gained a little weight. He's been stress eating. His roots are wide. His troubles are deep. His father never loved him. It's Root Flair! Thank you, audience that lives in my bedroom. My God, he broke it in half!
Oh, my plans to rule this world as a plant have been demolished by root flare.
You saved the WW tree.
They keep saying this is a magic tree.
Wow. It's just so tall and all the apples that grow on it.
Yeah. I thought the trees, you know. Did you hear that?
It's growing around us.
I'm too young. I'm too young.
So you do want to wish or what?
Oh, you're nice. You're a nice tree.
Oh, nice tree, yeah.
I don't know about nice. Probably chaotic neutral at best. But yeah, no, magic tree, great wishes.
We get 3 wishes?
How many each?
Each?
You get 1 wish total.
Total?
Okay.
What do we want?
What if you do like half of it, I'll do half of it?
Half a wish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I don't go half wishes. Only one of you gets a wish.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean,
Well, you know, like, I guess your life is worse. Like,
yeah. And your wife left you, so.
Root Flair is here to take this wish away from you.
Oh, I mean, he does
he
have
definitely.
dad issues, so
Yeah,
we
he
should
has dad
let him
issues,
out.
Yeah. Wonder what he's gonna wish for.
Yeah, let's find out.
You're back.
Yeah, and I have a wish this time. Dirty tree.
Look, Vince McMahon had a wish too, okay? I gotta do all the wishes. What's your wish?
Just wish that my dad would give me a hug and an aggressive forehead kiss.
That's what you wish for? You could have just called him.
Yeah, what is this? You wish for a wish.
Wish granted.
Where is he?
Dad?
Oh,
Papa?
my son.
Okay, weird, but it looks like they've never hugged before.
I don't normally something just told me to hug him, so fuck you, kid.
Hey, well, sorry, hold on real quick.
Yeah,
The wish parameters, you also
Wait,
gotta
if
give
the
him a
wish-
very aggressive forehead kiss.
If the wish is broken and it's not fulfilled, do we then get a wish?
Sure.
Don't you dare do this to me. I need this so much. I need this. I've needed this my entire life.
Joke's on all of you. I'm the tree from before. That's my friend global warming. You knocked me down and now we're taking over. You're going down
It's
if
so
you go.
hot,
You're
guys.
a tree. You
It's
can
so
stay.
hot. Heat.
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 It's so warm.
Take the heat.
So warm.
I wish I had a martini right now.
Sure, here you go. Have at it. It's really dry.
It's just the trees now.
Global warming.
The global warming. Although he might have gotten a little out of hand. We might not make it either.
That's cool, I'm magic.
I'm most sad for the birds because now they have nowhere to perch.
I'm right here.
Al Gore was right.
Well,
Root plants be growing.
there.
He won't quit.
It won't quit.
He's reaching.
I'm gonna take you down, global warming. Ah! 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 Ah!
Wow, thank God his dad never loved him.
You're free for your contract, Root Flare. You've saved not only the WW tree, but the whole world. And I got a secret to tell you. I'm your father. Thank you so much for coming out tonight to learn all about these trees and have a great time. Please, as you make your way out, make sure you tip your bartender. He's been working really hard for you. Come back and see us on May 4th. Same time?
Same time, same venue, but Sunday at 6.
Sunday at 6. Thank you so much. Have a great night.